Hello, the first algebra review we're going to have is simplifying radicals. So a radical is a root sign, so this symbol right there. So it's called a radical or root. Before we can actually simplify a radical, we have to first talk about prime factorization. So I will call this my factor tree. So a lot of times it's what are the prime numbers that multiply to get that number. So in this case, usually if you don't know where to start, if it's even, you should always start with 2. So I'm going to have 2 times 49 is equal to 98. 2 is prime, so I'm not going to put any more branches, as I call it, on the 2. But 49 is 7 times 7. So when I write this out, this could be 2 times 7 times 7. And that would be my answer for prime factorization. So right now you should pause the video and see if you can do the same thing except with 212 by yourself. So for 212, I'm going to pick that 2 times 56 is equal to 212. 7 times 8 is equal to 56. 4 times 2 and 2 times 2. Now when I write this out, I look here and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2's. So a shorter way to write this would be 2 to the 4th times 7. You only pick the numbers that do not have branches. So these are the steps to simplifying a radical. So right now you should pause the video and write these down if you don't already have them in your notes. So first step is to do your factor tree. When I look at 250, I know 25 times 10 is equal to 250. 25 is 5 times 5, and 10 is 2 times 5. Next step is to circle and cross out your pairs. So I have a pair of 5, so I'm going to circle one, and I'm going to cross one out. The only other two numbers that I have left are 2 and 5. Those are not pairs, so I don't do anything with those. Any number that is circled comes outside of the root. So this 5 comes on the outside. And then left on the inside the root, I cross out this 5, so I don't include that anymore. But I still have left a 2, and I still have left a 5. Any numbers left within the root stay with inside, and you multiply them together. So this would be 10. So that would be my final answer for simplifying the radical. So again, when I look at 432, I know that this can be divisible by 2 because it's even. So when I divide 432 by 2, I get 216. I know that is also divisible by 2. So 216 divided by 2 is going to give me 108. That divided by 2 is going to give me 54. That divided by 2 is going to give me 27. 27 is 9 times 3. 9 is 3 and 3. So just so that you're clear, the only numbers I look at are the numbers without branches. So I'm going to box them in so it's easier to see. There's no branches there, no branch, no branches, no branches, no branches, no branches, no branches. So now I'm going to look for my pairs. Here's a pair, I'm going to circle one, cross one out, pair of 2's. Here I have a pair of 3's, I'm going to circle one, cross one out. This 3 doesn't have any other pairs, but this 2 does, so I'm going to circle one and cross one out. All the circled numbers get brought on the outside. Now if you look above, I already have a -2 that was already on the outside. So I have to make sure to have that number. So I'm going to have -2 times, and I'm bringing out a 2, and a 3. And all these numbers get multiplied together. And then left on the inside, the only number that's not circled or crossed out is this 3 right here. So it's going to be square root 3. So now I simplify this for my final answer. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 would give me a -24 square root 3. And this would be my final answer.